An Emirati, the UAE cricket team's former vice captain, a banker, an entrepreneur, he's made waves in the world of corporate events and now is following the lead of his heart by pursuing singing. We're welcoming Adel Farooq to the DJ Dez show.
Hi guys, we're with Adel Farooq as mentioned on my page. चलें आदिल से पूछते हैं about his life, about his music and of all the things that he's been doing. Alright Adil, पहले तो tell me about your early years. How did you get into music and what was your inspiration? What was your life like in the beginning?
Well, it's just as normal as anyone's life has been. I was born here in the initial period, brought up here, and then as it happens, my mother and father, they divorced a long time ago. I think I was about maybe 9 or 10 years old, and for Indian people, Bua, or Pakistani people, Pupo, in different languages. She used to teach in a school in Pakistan, in Karachi, a school called St. Paul's English High School, and she used to teach English there. She's married to a Pakistani there, and so then because my dad used to be extensively busy traveling and all, we got shipped off to Pakistan, and all of us actually grew up there. I studied in St. Paul's School, and that's where I learned cricket, which was a big part of my life. And that's also where, because Pakistan has such an immense love for music and Indian music as well, whether you're sitting in a rickshaw, whether you're sitting in a bus, whether you're sitting in a car, whether you're just standing there, even on the thelas that you see, you'll always hear good music playing around everywhere, from the likes of Rafi, Kishore, Mukesh, Lata, Asha, to Mehdi Hasan Khan Sahab, Nusrat Fateh Ali, Tasawwur Khanam, whatever, So you can't miss, you cannot escape it. So obviously growing up, and also, you get to listen to good music, and for that music to be played to you by my mother, she played a lot of good music to us. All these stalwarts, the legends of all the subcontinent side, as well as Frank Sinatra, Engelbert Humperdinck, Elvis Presley, all the top-notch, Aretha Franklin. I mean, I can keep going on with the list. My mother had like piles and piles of what's in fashion now again, the LPs in those days. And we used to have the round table, the record player and all. So we used to always listen to good music and Bollywood music, and movies as well. So you can't escape it at all.
So, as you grew up, music was a part of your life, but you were a banker, you were a UAE a cricket team vice captain, you were an entrepreneur, you were all these big things, and then you moved to music. You've said in your previous interviews, there's been something missing which brought you to music. What was that something?
Soul.
A particular singer whose voice you just adore, you just love it. One singer, if I would ask.
See, of old till date, till I'll compare you to two different eras. Of old, for me, nobody beats, to me personally, Kishore Kumar. Nobody even comes close. And of late, in the last 20 odd years, to me, the man who has surpassed it all is Sonu Nigam. And I've been lucky, privileged enough, honored to have come in his company, sung with him, and he's become he's more than a brother to me now.
Coming back to your stay in Pakistan, if I may ask, how long were you in Pakistan from, how many years?
My high school years, from my primary to my seniors, but I was there for maybe about 10, 11 years, or 12 years maybe, if you count going to Australia, coming back and all, so about 12 years.
12 that's a good,
years.
12
because the time that I spent in Karachi is the time that was a good time in Pakistan. Political scenarios were not happening, these student, unions were not made, and all this, this killing and all that, you did not have firearms and all these things at that time. People were so friendly. People still are. But it was different ball game altogether. It was, you could walk out and go to, being a 12, 13, 14-year-old, you could walk out and go on to a telewala and have kulfi, whatever today, or a bun kebab, and I remember those times, but you know what I mean. And go on to Bundu Khan or all these places, Pinza. We'd go with the family at 3 o'clock in the morning. My sister there, the whole family, aunts, this, that. We'd be driving in 2 different cars, stand there, Silver Spoon in Tariq Road. You'd stand there eating kebab rolls and all. And so, and you'd never complain and nothing would ever happen.
Okay. So, summarizing all of your Pakistan memories and everything, what are your 3 most favorite things about Pakistan?
Most favorite things about Pakistan, I think one is their hospitality. 2 is the never give up attitude, and their zest to live life. That is very, very good. There are question marks or whatever for the way things are done and all that. Putting all that aside, political things aside, it's a brilliant country. So yes, and obviously the food. Oh, their love for food. You'd see. I remember there was a place called, with my friends I used to go, Toraji.
Yes.
The Golaganda. My God, I tell you. I mean, so you understand what I mean?
I totally understand.
Yeah,
You're making me miss home.
we play table tennis, cricket or whatever, and you're just like, okay, Doraji mein we're playing table tennis, cricket, and these different places, Nazmabad and these, and you'd have food galore everywhere, like okay, bun kebab, barbecue, this, that, So they're overall, all the 3 things that I said, in a nutshell, it's the way they live, it's the way their love for living life is.
Alright, coming back to your musical career, how many albums in all have you been?
Fortunately, unfortunately, whichever way you look at it, just 1 album, which was Dastan, which had 10 songs there, 2 rehashes of songs within the album.
मुलाकात की वो आखिरी रात थी, ख्वाहिशों की उस पल बरसात थी.
Any music goals for the next 5 years? Anything that you just want to have to do?
Long time ago, I had the goal of Coke Studio. I don't anymore. I don't care anymore. Now it's my vision is totally set on Bollywood. I want to do playback, and I want to do quality playback, not your commercial nightclub numbers, but quality playback, quality music.
How excited he is about his first ever concert in Pakistan?
First ever concert in a very long time, and first ever concert in Pakistan. Obviously, it's very exciting. I owe a big thank you to Velvet Events, and there's a lady called Fatima and Alvina. Both have got connected via some live gig that I did. Pray that I get to sing all over in Pakistan and all over for all these lovely people everywhere, and it's a series of events, and I hope that people travel. If there's even one person that travels from Karachi to Lahore or somewhere, I'd love to personally meet them and thank them, because it's an effort. It's an effort to travel down there just for your music. People are already on my Facebook inviting me to come to Islamabad. And I said, no, Islamabad, I'll come later, but you come to Lahore and listen to me. But I'm promising you, no matter where the event goes, inshallah, it's going to be successful for the people that are hosting it, for their sake, because they've taken great courage and interest in me as a singer, because they heard my voice. They want me to come there and perform there. So I'm honored, and I owe a lot of gratitude to them. For their sake, I hope that it does really well commercially, musically, I promise you, event of a lifetime. That is my promise to everyone that is going to come there.
देखो सावन आया लेके पल ये पुराने, देखो सावन आया मुझको फिर से रुलाने, ये बरसता सावन आज मुझको सता